one, kick no more. The pig and hose have set me free. I tasted hay sweets, hanging trees. I tasted hay sweets, hanging trees. Kiss the floor, one kick no more. The pig and hose have set me free. I tasted hay sweets, hanging trees.
I have not even read back on what I wrote, but I know it's written horribly. I know it's written terribly. Okay, I can tell. I haven't read any of this yet, except for this first sentence. But I know it's written pretty terribly. I know it. Okay. And you know what? I actually wrote a page and a half. 101 pages. I wrote a page and a half, but I could have written a lot more if I didn't fucking stop. What's with my cheeks? Am I getting rosy cheeks? What the fuck? See, I actually wrote a page and a half. See, I wrote a lot more than I thought I would. See, if I didn't stop, if I did stop, I wouldn't have written it, right? Like a... Ugh. I hate... I know I'm gonna have to go over this shit in the future and fucking fix my terrible writing. 'Cause I know this is all written terribly. I know it, okay? Don't try to convince me otherwise. This is all written horribly, and I know it, okay? I know it. I know it, and I know it. Nothing I can really do. It's written badly, not enough detail. I mean, it's more of like just a simple narrative than it is being immersed in the story. Like, I just go, as he did this, and like he did that, and blah, 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 blah. Like, I just pretty much gloss over the events. Like, there's no real, like, there's no now in the story. There's no moment where there's a guy who's actually living now. Like, this is Siegfried at the moment. He sees a stick, he's walking, a sweat bead drips off his... Like, there's no immersion into his point of view. It's mainly just look at his thoughts for a couple moments, go over the customary deep things, then have him press on to push the story forward. That's what I'm doing with this. I mean, I'll say that the time with the detectives was really immersed in the now, but that was less deep, okay? That was more just, that was more straightforward. That was just solid. That was, hey, we're doing this, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was pretty good. I mean, it was that, you could tell everything that happened with the detectives was happening in real time. Like, it progressed as it went on. You saw their events, how it unfolded, all that. Here, it's mainly just a third-person overhang. I guess the best way to... Actually, it makes sense, then. Because this is a narrative. This is just... There's no dialogue here. Okay, so I guess it makes sense to say that dialogue is what brings the moment to the now, and the narrative is what brings the moments together. The narrative is a string which connects the points, and the points are the first-person moments. Okay, does that make sense? Let's say that makes sense. Also, the writing is crap nonetheless. I have to go back and fix it, but this is just getting my ideas down, man. I like how every fucking paragraph starts with either an L or an A. Like, likely, after, although, as, like. Ah, beautiful. What about up here? What, see, okay. When there's dialogue, no paragraph really starts without dialogue. Every paragraph starts only with dialogue, pretty much. Unless I'm using their name. See, all dialogue. Every, yeah, Agamemnon, so far, Jim... Just fucking dialogue in every paragraph. Not such a problem with that, but it's just something you notice. Wow, just pure fucking dialogue here. I mean, pretty much when I write dialogue, it just goes from one dialogue to the next dialogue. Like, it's the only writing outside of dialogue is bridging the gap from one dialogue to the next. And then, yeah, that's how that goes. There's really no narrative in the dialogue at all, and it's only the bridge. It's pretty good then. Also, I have yet to read my story through. That could possibly be a very bad thing, for I might find out that it sucks. And it'd be too late for me to change it, because I'm planning to wait until I finish the book before I read it all the way through. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna finish it, then I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna go through it very slowly, editing everything, making sure the grammar's right, making sure the writing's good, making sure that I have everything, the details I want, make sure every scene is as full, every character is as good as I want it to be. Pretty much I'm going back over, rough draft, I'm going back over, make sure everything's good, critique it, make sure it is fucking beautiful, add in the subtle details I left out because I was in a rush or I just wasn't in the mood at the time I wrote it. Do that, and then read it all the way through, which is something I have not done, and I'm eager to look to do, because I want to see if it's good or not. I want to see if my story is good. Because honestly, since I began the story, after it was like over 5 pages and I couldn't read the whole thing in like 10 minutes anymore, I've just been continuing on off of memory of where I left off. I'd read like the last page or two maybe to catch up to where I was, but since November I've just been going off of memory. Just continuing off solely of memory. That could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing. And we'll see when I finish. If it's a bad thing, fuck. If it's a good thing, yes. But I'm pretty sure this story's gonna be good. I mean, I won't know until I read all the way through. I won't know at all. Let me finish this Rodriguez song and then do the shit.
I've tasted hate streets, hanging trees. The inner city birthed me. The local pusher nursed me. Cousins make it on the street. They marry every trick they meet. A dime, a dollar, they're all the same. When a man comes in to bust your game, the turnkey comes, his face a grin. Lots to sell, I'm in again. I kiss the floor, one kick no more. The big and hoes have set me free. I tasted hate streets, hanging trees. 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 Alone in the clouds so blue, lying on an eiderdown. Yippee, you can't see me, but I can you. Blazing in the boggy dew, sitting on a unicorn. No fear, you can't hear me, but I can you.
Shout out amazement. Sister Fish. I love that fucking name. He didn't respond, so Sister Fish. Oh, I'm gonna read this dialogue and let you know how bad it is. It's terrible. Okay. Like a ball tied to a rubber band, Siegfried just kept moving closer and closer to the guitar playing, Jesus, until he set eyes on the source. Shielded by a dense fortress of trees, Siegfried ducked down and looked on with a speculative curiosity. He saw both men and women, dressed in the most colorful and out-of-style clothes he'd ever seen, dancing in a circle to the most horrendous music he'd ever heard. He watched on for about 10 minutes with bigoted amusement and then geared up to move on, glad he debunked this threat. When Siegfried grabbed the bag and began to continue his half-accompanied trek through the forest, Theo did something he had not done in 5 days. Had not done since the incident. Since the incident 5 days. Not done since the murders 5 days. There we go. Theo did something he had not done since the incident 5 days ago. He stood up and, filled with pure excitement, rushed off out of the tree line towards the dancing group of hippies. Theo! Siegfried shouted and mixed between amazement and shock. The sound was enough to bring Sister Fish out of her trance. Enough to bring Sister Fish out of her trance to turn her head and see the 4-year-old coming towards her group in a full sprint. Coming at her in a full sprint. No, whatever. Nathan, she yelled in a monotonous Nathan! 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 She yelled in a monotonous voice. He didn't respond, so Sister Fish grabbed his chin and shook him out of his reverie. I looked that word up just now, and it fit my definition perfectly. What the hell, dude? What the hell, dude? He said, still half entrenched in the depths of his mind. Dude, look, it's a little man coming to a douse with his hope. I'm gonna have fun with this chapter. Dude, it's a little man coming to Dallas with his hope. Nathan's eyes shot open and he followed where Sister Fish had been so caught up in looking at. Oh, I'm gonna laugh my ass off on this. This is what I enjoy. Just ridiculous shit, and I can do it, because I'm not writing this for anyone. Yet. I mean, it's gonna be for someone. It's gonna be for a lot of people to read, hopefully. Hopefully it's gonna be very good. It is very good. Hopefully it's gonna turn out very well. And people will recognize how well it is and just read it and then make me famous. Then I'll make more. Then I'll please people until I become old enough to, take over the world. Then I'll live forever because my 101. I wrote actually about 2 pages there. Yeah, that was about 2 pages pretty much. Okay, maybe like a page and 3/4, but that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I almost stopped too. I almost stopped after here. I wrote a page and a half since I almost stopped. So yeah. So 2 pages a day. I'm on page 101. If say I want to get to 70, 2 pages a day would mean, let's say 108. Let's say 2 pages a day would mean it would take me 40 more days until I get to page 180. Which isn't that bad, because sometimes I write more than 2 pages. Like, I've written 3 pages on the dialogue. But that's because dialogue goes by quicker. I don't know, I'll probably take some days where I write slower, too. Though, you don't have to worry. I'm not only writing to a specific time. I'm trying to make the book reasonably long. And honestly, the more I add into it, the better it's gonna be. Because right now, I'm not in a place where I can end it in a second. Not really. If I wanted to end it, it would take 30 more pages at least before I could get to probably. If I wanted to end it soon, like if I want to take where I am now with the story and bring it to an end as quickly as I could, as reasonably as I could, it would take about 40 more pages. 40 more pages to get there. So from page 100, it took me 40 pages to end it, because I have to quickly establish something and then end it with the hippie storyline. I have to play out the cops finding Siegfried. I have to play out the whole thing between them and then them being directly on his tail chasing him and Siegfried getting shot. Then to play out the thing where Dalian comes back out and does his fantastic ending, which is gonna take fucking 10 pages itself, maybe even more. So that's definitely at least 40 pages. So I have a good amount of story left in terms of pages. I just need to figure out how to get the story from here onto there and well put. So that's that. Yeah, so I guess if I want to make it to 180 pages, I should probably have only a couple more things happen after the hippie storyline and then bring it to a close. I mean, for all I know, this could just head on to over 200 pages. I have no idea. I've never created a story this long before, so I'm excited. The longest fiction story I've ever written was 20 pages. A bit over 20 pages. And that was the post-apocalyptic story, which I was very interested in, and I wanted to continue it. I wrote that much when I was 14, but I never went back to it really. And every time I did go back, or whenever I would go back to read it or look at it, I always kept redoing it. So I started off as first a diary entry, like he'd enter in his diary or journal, and just talk about what happened, that kind of stuff, documenting it. Then I changed it from that to a first person type of thing. And I realized I have no fucking idea how to write first person, as I still don't. And it's much more annoying to do so. So then I went to change it to third person, decided to rewrite that again. Then after that I realized a lot of what I wrote is unbelievable crap, so I had to rewrite all of that. I ended up just deleting it, pretty much, and I would delete short sections and rewrite the thing again. And then where I left it, which I looked at it maybe about the end of last year, or the beginning of this year, I looked at it and I realized it was written pretty badly for some parts. A lot of plot holes from where I'm gonna finish it someday. I'm gonna probably just rewrite it someday. I still have all the ideas I thought up down in my mind, but that's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long book. It's gonna be over this, definitely probably twice the size of this book when it's done. So it has to be when I already have a fan base. Or else this is going to be a long book with no one to read it. Anyways, it'll be done to some degree. Actually, thinking on it now, I kind of want to go back to it, but I can't. I have 2 things I definitely need to get out of the way before I can do anything else writing wise. 3 things maybe. The first priority is this book. I need to finish this book. Second priority is the screenplay of the story I outlined a year ago in Latin class. The only use that class has ever provided me was free time and boredom. So therefore, I guess. Not their intention though. They don't create Latin class on the off chance that I'll create a great fucking story. But anyways, I gotta turn that into a screenplay. I started it 2 days ago. Haven't worked on it much since. I'm trying to finish this, write the screenplay. Hopefully I have that like halfway through. Good by the time I get to the end of August. After that, or maybe switch off between this and that. I need to finish that philosophy book, or at least get further into the philosophy book. I can't finish it much yet, because I don't have enough philosophies to fill up an entire book yet. But I need to write more in that philosophy book. And then my 4th project, which will come either at the end of this year, more likely sometime next year, will be either another screenplay depending on how the first one goes, or it will be another book depending on how the first book goes. But I'm going to be always writing, okay? I'm going to be busy with other things, but I'm also going to be writing as well. Now, it's 9:17 p.m. And I'm going to quickly turn you off. No, I'm not going to turn the computer off yet. I need to email things to myself to make sure I just have a spot-on fucking thing. I emailed my internship and they didn't respond yet, but I emailed them yesterday and they usually work on the weekdays, so that's right. If they don't want me, I guess I could always go to the other lady who promised more and promised to pay me. All that, but you know. Let's look at my email as I did not call him. I kept thinking to today, but I never did. Good job, Brandon. Anyways, this is the message I sent to them. The only thing I'm worried about is this, seeing as how summer's encroaching closer and closer on the present. I'm curious. But I said that yesterday. I mean, it's reasonably taking. They usually work on the weekdays, so it reasonably takes them a couple days to respond. It makes sense. I mean, I'm asking them for a schedule. But if they don't respond in a week, I'll send another email. If they don't respond in another couple days after that, I'm going to consider that internship lost and move on to the one which promises to pay me, promises everything in the world. That's the one. But so yeah. Alright. Now goodbye. Oh, wait. Whatever, I don't need to record my screen anymore. Goodbye, screen. This is Brandon Lang, signing off. I just created probably like a 4 gig video on here, probably a 5 gig video on there. You got to enjoy watching these, right? Is this my longest video? Is that why that's... No. Anyways. I just need to make sure a couple things. I'm not even going to say it on here because I'm just fucking paranoid. Wow! Because my story of shit is so friggin' long. Wait a second. Why is it my story of shit from March 21st is 36 megabytes big, while the one from March 25th is 29 megabytes big? The one from March 16th is 36 megabytes big. Whatever. It's alright. Whatever. I just need. Okay. I'm good now. I was just doing something, sorry. Doesn't matter to you. It does not matter to you at all, okay? What do you know about life? Alright, it's 9:22. I need to walk my dog, take some pills, and go to sleep, and maybe listen to a little bit of Sart today. Alright, I should probably hang up. I should probably... Oh, odd I see.
True colors through your blinks. Fear not, I'm not here to exploit your tinks. More to reinforce I'm from the forces sent to see you sink. Stay afloat, stay a while and take a break. All you hear is orders barking, brick and mortar stopping walls of space. What a shame you come and blame on roots and no escape. Closing gates on fate like all mistakes are born in place. All it takes is pressing forth with form and grace. Forge a bond with more than hate. Meet these words with open arms and planted feet to plant shapes. Talk on the phone, but you can hit me on the cordless in the forefront while I store us on a tour bus with a beat style. We can speak now, we can ring then it's all hush. Quit acting like a loner, try growing up. We were young, we thought the whole world would disown us. Now we own up to the spill milk, and the real help is to go up and to show love and to heal wealth. Show enough, you know I got your back, and that's just speaking facts. So when I keep it real, it's not me you attack, but anger is your drive, and that there ain't my map. If fire's all you have, water meets your match.
That's pretty cool. That video was in reverse. Fuck, you don't care. That's like the third rapper's video to be in reverse, though. Not original anymore, man. You know what's not original? I don't know. Do you know what's not? I'm asking you. And I've kind of decided that due to the possibility that I might possibly lose my shit or my hard drives and shit someday, and that all my things are grounded to a physical realm, to a temporary physical realm, a more temporary and vulnerable physical realm, I'm gonna start uploading my videos to YouTube. Like all these types of videos, so I'm gonna start from the old ones, work my way up. That way the old ones are younger me, and they don't pertain too much to present me. And by the time I get those ones up, I'll be old enough as to where these ones, they push down. Of course, I'll put the really private ones on private. But they're mainly so I can just see them whenever I want to. I don't have to worry exclusively about losing all my shit. And I'm going to do it while I can still take advantage of this internet. But it will take a while. Like, I think it might take like a month in total. Maybe even more. It took me nearly a fucking month to get all that shit off my cloud. And on my cloud, too. Alright. So yeah, this is Brandon Lang. I'm 18 now. Do I look 18? Probably. I always think that my face looks weird. I always think I look fucking terrible only when I'm around people. Like, I'm in school, I'm like, oh, I look shitty. I get home, I don't care. Why? Because I have no one that I need to look good for. Which means my perception of myself is I accept what I see, and it's pretty good. Because I see highly of myself when there's no one else around to provide a counter opinion. Go outside, changes, I'm shit. I'm on the camera talking to myself, I'm okie doke. I play this video in front of people, I'm kinda fucked up. Right? I mean, I am pretty much just a hairless person. My hair is black at the moment, right? Alright. See, now I'm hairless. No, I'm not. Get the Clark Kent. Alright. I'm gonna go and... Ow! Oh, I see my muscles, by the way. Been working out. Not today, though, because I drove around. I'm like 90% muscle mass at the moment. I mean, all fat I had was lost. My dog actually took it from me. Him and his lazy ass. And that's what he shits out now. He used to shit 3 pumps. Now he's doubled his volume. And he shits like a fucking like a meatball load of pasta and spaghetti shit with all the sauce on top. That's all my fat just leaching off of me onto him. Alright. How do you like it that I never actually look directly at you, camera? I always look to the right. How do you like it, camera? Now, I'm kind of half hoping no one sees my videos yet, but I want them to be up there. You people can watch them, but I don't want to deal with a lot of people's shit. You see what I mean? I don't want to deal with people's shit, okay? No one's shit. I don't need to deal with people's shit. Okay? Yeah? Alright? We on the same page here? Me, no shit deal with, though. Okay, yo? Okay. And honestly, my videos are fine. Even the ones where I'm insane, they're all fine to watch. They're not too awkward. Not really. I mean, I talk to the camera pretty well, I gotta admit. And they're pretty presentable, okay? They're pretty presentable. The me dancing to I'm so sexy, all pretty presentable, okay? You just gotta get in the mood, man. No one's gonna watch them. I don't mind. I don't mind no one's gonna watch them. Why? Because I'm putting them up there for me. People watching them is the bonus, but it's not supposed to happen for many years from now. No one's supposed by my mental clock, supposed to watch my videos until many years from now. So I might as well just get them up there now, and so then they can be found later. I mean, I have to do this at some point. I might as well do it while I have access to all this internet. That's better than whatever I'm gonna fucking afford when I leave this fucking place. So yeah. And of course I'll put on private the one of me crying, and hopefully if there's some things I need to edit out, I'll have to do that. Make the size bigger. But yeah, it's gonna take a while. It took me 300 minutes to upload a 5-minute video today. Though it was a gig big. I think most of my videos are a couple 100 megabytes. Some are a gig, some are not. Some of them are missing the fucking editing that I did. I'm gonna stop talking to you because it's 9:30 and I'm supposed to stop doing this when I was... Well, actually I can do whatever the fuck I want now. But I need to go to bed at 10. I'm not gonna go to bed at 10 because I have energy. I have energy! I'm a night man! I'm a night man! I'm a night person! Me at night is me ready to fucking rip shit apart. Send me to school at night and I'll take that motherfucker over quicker than Hitler took over Germany. Quicker than fucking Lenin took over pre-communist Russia. And quicker than the Americans... quicker than the Americans. Quicker than Americans react to anti-gay material on television. Or, to be more topical, quicker than certain Americans react to a black kid getting shot. Now, those of you who love to argue pointless arguments, I have to ask you one question. When I said certain Americans, did you think I was talking about the side that supported the marches protesting police? Or do you think I was talking about the side that was against the marches? You probably thought I was talking about the side that was... whatever. You probably thought I was talking about the side that was with the one that got shot, didn't you? You probably thought I was against them. Why'd you think that, Huh? You want to argue with me? Is it because I'm white? Are you fucking judging me? You judging me based on how I look? Is that what you think? Is that what you think? Huh? You're gonna blame me for not being on your fucking side in a racial issue? And then you're gonna judge me because of a racial perception of me? How dare you? I'm offended. You think I'll stand for that? I will not stand for that. No, I will not stand for that. I will not stand for that at all.